That's right. I'm going to start there.
No. All right, we're going.
Good evening, welcome to Oak Hill High School. It is the sectional championship game here at Oak Hill. It is featuring tonight the 20-4 Wabash Apaches and the 14-10 Manchester Squires. Blair Zimmerman, Kyle McLaughlin, I'm David Musselman. Time now for the starting lineups. First for the visitors on the scoreboard, the Manchester Squires. Again, they have a record of 14-10 at one guard. Will be a 6-foot senior, number 2, Camden Lester. At a second guard, a 5'9" sophomore, number 3, Weston Hamby. At the third guard, a 6-foot junior, number 4, Thane Krager. At one forward, a 6'4" senior, wearing 0, Logan Parrott. And the other forward will be a 6'3" senior, number 1, Braden Casper. Manchester coached by Mr. Mark Underwood, who helped us in the building tonight by opening the locked door for us. Right, Mac?
Yeah, he got me to the pizza.
Now for the 20-4 Wabash Apaches at one guard will be a 5'11" junior, number 5, Derek Vogel. The second guard, a 6-foot senior, number 11, Blake Gribben. The third guard will be a 6-foot junior, number 22, Trenton Daughtry. At one forward, a 6'5" senior, Logan Vandervelden. And the other forward, a 6'8" junior, Eli Vandervelden. Wabash coach by Mr. Paul Wright. I'm telling you what, Manchester has done a pretty good job getting their crowd in here. It is floor to ceiling Wabash Apaches in here.
Yeah, Wabash, the town of Wabash is empty. The town of Manchester is half empty. However, pretty good crowd, which you would expect for a sectional championship game tonight.
You know, we kind of talked a little bit on the way over here, Mac, about X factors and how you're excited to watch the Daughtry-Hamby matchup. And I sent you a text earlier. I said the X factor for me were the Vanderveldens. I'm going to take that back. I think the X factor for me, for Manchester to be successful tonight, I think that X factor is Hamby. He's gotten a lot of looks, but he's not knocked down very many shots in this tournament.
And he's not had to. However, tonight he's going to have to. But yeah, that individual matchup, and it's not really based on who scores more. It's who does more for their team. If Hamby is, they both are mirror images of each other, in my opinion. But whoever helps their team get that extra possession or get that extra offensive rebound. And I told you today that I feel that out of the 3 ingredients that you need to, or that I think that the winning team's going to have tonight, that's going to be rebounding is
second
overall.
chance.
Second chance points is going to win a game for a team. The individual matchup between the two, and then most importantly, I just really think that when you have a mirror image of each team, look, the runs. Who's going to have a bigger run? And ultimately, be able to win that sectional.
The rest factor, I think, probably goes to Manchester a little bit over the Wabash Apaches just because of the opponent last night, but there's not a big difference there.
Yep, I agree.
Parrott, Vandervelden. Tip one by Wabash. Daughtry had with it. We're setting on Wabash's side, if you can't tell. Daughtry to Vogel, to Gribben. Gribben drives to the free throw line outside at Daughtry. Pull-up jumper from inside the three-point line goes down. 15 seconds in the game. Wabash up 2-0. Hamby across the timeline. Hamby works his way to the corner. Now back to the wing behind the arc. Now brings the top of the key between the circles. Now drifts to his left. He works against Daughtry. Good call, Mac. Top to Casper. Casper at the free throw line in the paint. And going to be called for, it's going to be a jump ball. It'll stay with Manchester. Coach Wright wanted to travel. The official's going to say they tied it up. And it'll stay with Wabash baseline right as Hamby will trigger it in.
Quick history, these teams played once before in the regular season. Manchester lost by 16 at home.
Hamby, a great spin on the block, goes up for two. Argus leads Triton at halftime. What time did they start? 4 this afternoon? 24-16.
Jeez.
Wabash with the basketball. We're tied at 2, coming down to a minute into the first quarter here at Oak Hill High School. Daughtry at the free throw line, loses his handle, picks up the loose ball, and out of Vandervelden. Logan Vandervelden against Casper in the man-to-man defense. Jump pass to Eli Vandervelden, 15-footer is good. If he hits those, Wabash wins this going away.
Interesting, though, on Hamby, Daughtry's guarding him, but Hamby is not guarding Daughtry on the offensive end. Lester has him.
Hamby picks up the dribble against Daughtry, against Daughtry. Now gives to Casper, out to Hamby. 3, left wing for the Squires, no good. And a rebound to Wabash. Vogel runs, left side of the floor. Wabash up 4-2. Vogel against Hamby in the man-to-man defense. Now top of the key to Logan Vandervelden. Logan holds. Now to Daughtry. 3 over Lester. Nope. Defensive rebound to Hamby. North Judson leads Marquette 25-23 at halftime.
They must have started at 7.
They had to.
Yeah.
Bounce pass to Krager. Back to Hamby high on the left side. Hamby drives it, kicks it out to Casper. Casper now in the paint, goes to the basket, wrap around pass to Parrott. His layup and blocked by Vandervelden. And then Daughtry bangs it off the leg of Parrott out of bounds. Wabash going to get it back up by 2 minutes into the first quarter.
Interesting. That's the little things that a guard can do. Well, I should say that Daughtry does just to help his team.
Yeah.
Throws the ball off the guy, gains
Smart
an extra possession. Yep.
Logan Vandervelden, right elbow, gives in the corner to Daughtry. Daughtry step back long, 18-footer, short, and the rebound to Manchester. Casper Ritson runs for the Squires behind his back dribble, goes to the left, now goes to the basket, throws up a tough shot. It is no good, and the rebound to Vandervelden, but he did not reestablish his inbounds presence, and it's going to stay with Manchester.
Hey, I'll tell you what, I always pick on the Zebras. That's a fantastic call there. Good call, way to be on it. He was out of bounds, did not establish himself, touched the ball. Manchester gains an extra possession.
Casper gets the inbounds pass from Hamby, now back to Hamby high on the right side. Weston Hamby, spin move, layup, good again.
Young man, that is not legal.
Especially as a sophomore. We're tied at 4, 5:15 to play in the first quarter. Logan Vandervelden runs the point, gets a pick from brother Eli, goes to the basket, left-handed layup is good. Wabash back up 6-4. Wabash quickly, make that Manchester quickly down court. Lester shot blocked from behind. Casper with the rebound. Casper in the paint, puts it up over Vandervelden, no good again. And now we're going to have a foul down low on Wabash. And Casper, I believe, took one in the eye.
And they're letting him play.
Yeah, boy.
The first couple were some good hacks, but we expect a track meet tonight for our techie track coach.
3 minutes into the first quarter. 6-4 Wabash, Manchester the basketball. Lester drives it right against Gribben at the elbow. Now in the paint, Leaner on the way. We're going to have a charge. Nope, we're going to have a block. He went to his head and then went to the block.
You know, I like the block call, but he wanted to call charge, I do like the block call.
That was on the shot, too, so Lester will go to the line to shoot 2 for Manchester, looking to tie the score at 6 with 4:51 to play in the first quarter.
This Wabash crowd we're in the middle of did not like that call.
Right. Blaine Zimmerman, Kyle McLaughlin, I'm David Musselman. Carter comes in for the first time tonight as Casper will come out and have that eye looked at. Lester with one more. The second one, no good. Wabash by 1. What do you have? You were about ready to say something.
No, I'm good.
Daughtry in the lane. Leaner with the right hand. No good. Pair with the rebound. Out west to Krager. Krager on the right wing for Manchester. High on the left side now to Weston. Hamby. He goes to the basket. He throws up a shot. No good. Rebound to Gribben.
A lot of contact.
A lot. You're right. Now Vogel. Vogel cut off on the block. A wraparound pass to Daughtry. In rhythm over Hamby. Short. Defensive rebound to Manchester. Hamby then has it go through his hands and out of bounds. Wabash going to get it back. Coach Paul Wright lightened up Daughtry on that.
He's telling him to get to the bucket. You've missed 3 outside shots now. Get to the bucket. Get yourself going. Quit settling for that jumper.
Wabash gets it back. Up by 1, 6-5, 4:16 to play in the first quarter.
This is new territory. Both teams have been up by 15 plus at this point.
Well, all joking aside, that's exactly right. Gribben on the block. Cut off by Krager. Outside to Logan Vandervelden. He backs it out and resets for Wabash. Takes it right, kicks it out to Vogel. Vogel in the paint. Vogel all the way to the glass. Left-handed layup is good.
Left-handed player uses his body well to shield the player away from blocking the ball and puts the ball in the hole.
Hamby high on the right side against Daughtry. Between his legs dribble. Takes it inside the three-point line out to Krager. Krager with the basketball in the wing. Now in the center circle to Carter. Carter against Logan Vandervelden in the paint. Leaner over Eli is no good. Offensive rebound to Lester. Around to Hamby. 3 right wing for the Squires is good.
Hamby didn't move. He statued that. Watched it go through the net and he still didn't move. I mean,
we're tied at 8 with 3:20 to play in the first quarter. Wabash basketball. Vogel high on the left side for the Apaches. Vogel against Hamby in the man-to-man defense of Logan Vandervelden. Logan against Lester. Now to Gribben. Gribben takes it left. Goes to the basket. Left-handed layup is good.
And that's a complete mismatch there.
I would like to see the shot chart because Manchester is 2 foot in with all their shots.
Absolutely.
Or Wabash, I beg your pardon.
Oh.
Ball stripped away, picked up by Manchester. Hamby then is fouled and a reach in by Vandervelden.
Oh. Wow. That is his second. Did I miss something here? I'm sorry. Yeah, that's Logan Vandervelden's second foul.
He comes out of the game.
That's a huge foul. Tough call.
Coach Wright brings in 3 fresh players, Kelschmeyer, Holly, and Walter for the Apaches. Manchester yet to lead in this game. They're down by 2. Ooh. Hamby on the right wing. Gives a cutting Casper behind the arc against Holly. Left side to Carter for Manchester. Top to Hamby. Hamby left elbow in the corner to Carter. Back to Hamby near the center circle, the volleyball line. Hamby goes to the basket. Good defense by Daughtry. Boy, he learned a thing or two quickly, didn't he? Daughtry runs, middle of the floor, behind his back dribble at the free throw line. Hesitates, kicks it outside to Holly. Now to Vogel, quickly to Walter. 3 right wing is good.
They could have called a push-off there on Daughtry easily. They move the ball around and get a good look and knock it down.
Wabash up 13-8, 2 minutes to play in the first quarter. Hamby works against Daughtry in the man-to-man defense. Now to Kroll, who's newly in the game from Manchester, to Carter. Carter goes to the basket. Leaner on the way, too hard. Gets his own rebound, put back. A baby hook is no good. Manchester the rebound. Derek Vogel rips and runs for the Apaches, right side of the floor. Hesitates, pulls it out and resets for the Apaches. Works against Hamby, now left side of Holly. Jared Holly to Walter, 3 again, right wing is good again. Timeout Manchester, it's a 60. You're listening to and watching the Oak Hill Sectional on RTC TV4.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by these local sponsors. Evans Agency in Rochester, offering farm liability, farm personal property, and farm outbuilding policies, all customized to fit your insurance needs. Let Judy help you protect all of your possessions. Online at evansagencyrochester.com. First Federal Savings Bank is your local mortgage lender with 6 locations throughout North Central Indiana. Trust the professionals at First Federal Savings Bank. Online at firstfederalbanking.com. Please support the local businesses that help us bring you this production. This broadcast is brought to you in part by these local sponsors. The lawyers and staff at Peterson, Wagoner & Perkins LLP are here to provide the highest quality legal and professional service to their clients presently and for the future. See a full list of services online at peterson-wagoner.com. Woodlawn Hospital, offering state-of-the-art care for Fulton County for over 100 years. Woodlawn Hospital is the area's healthcare leader. Comprehensive care from head to toe. Online at woodlawnhospital.com. Please support the local businesses that help us bring you this production.
.110 to play in the first quarter. Weston Hamby takes the rebound coast to coast after Kelsmeyer got his arm about ripped out of socket and took it to the distance, and then they finally blow a whistle on a phantom foul. And now make that Hamby at the line to shoot one free throw to try to complete the three-point play the traditional way, and he does so.
If you're going to be consistent, be consistently bad.
Yeah, amen to that. They're there. 16-11. Wabash with the lead in the basketball. Daughtry behind his back dribble, behind the three-point line. Now drives to the basket, and he's going to be fouled on the way. And it's going to be out of bounds to Wabash. Wabash wants that ball to count. They didn't see it hit the backboard support.
Hit the support up top, but that's just the kind of skill he has, a circuit shot.
And then we're going to have a legal screen whistle against Holly.
Wabash is going to press here, which I think this is the wrong move. You get the ball in Hamby's hands, it's over. You're not going to press him.
He can't run the baseline on a turnover, can he?
No, he didn't, though.
He sure did. Yes, he did. Hamby ran 3 or 4 steps to his left. He sure did. Leaner by Casper is good.
No, I think that's a dead ball. You can't.
I agree with that. 16-13, 3 for Vogel is off the rafters and off the mark. Kroll with the rebound to Lester. Manchester runs down by 3. Lester out to Casper behind the arc on the wing. Back to Lester at the volleyball line. Lester jump stop. Down the corner to Stout. Back to Lester, who directs traffic against Holly. Works in the center circle. 17 seconds. Now Casper has it with 13. Casper holds with 10. Works to his left with 8. Kicks in the corner to Stout with 6. His 3 is short. Rebound tipped out of bounds by Wabash. Nope. Manchester's going to go to Wabash. 2.9.
He could not get the ball to Hamby. Daughtry denied him the ball the entire time.
Vogel, 1 at the volleyball line. Leaner is no good. After 1, Wabash leads Manchester in the sectional championship at Oak Hill here on RTC TV4.
Ever wonder why your local TV bill keeps going up? The bulk of these increases are due to rising network fees. A few powerful media companies dictate what TV providers must pay to offer their channels to you. And every time networks demand more money, that affects what you pay every month. If TV providers don't meet their demands, networks threaten blackouts. Since 1999, these network fees have increased by 3.5 times the rate of inflation. To see what we're doing to keep network fees in check, visit tvonmyside.com.
Going to the second quarter here at Oak Hill High School. Manchester trails the Wabash Apaches 16-13, Mac.
Yes, and I'll tell you something. Coach Underwood right now is telling his team Wabash has 5 fouls in that first quarter. They got 1 more to give, and then outside of that, the freebies start. The way Manchester shoots free throws, both teams shoot free throws really well, but as buckets are going to be hard to come by tonight, and I don't see a team scoring 90, get to the foul line. You have a whole quarter to work of getting to the foul line.
I would agree with that.
That's a huge advantage you've got right now.
Wabash starts, go ahead.
Oh, and Mr. Vandervelden's off the floor. Even though Daughtry's the go-to guy, Vandervelden, the offense does run through him with the ball in his hands a lot.
Yeah, Logan Vandervelden out because of fouls and probably, like we talked in the break, probably won't be back this half. Kelsmeyer back door to Vogel. Vogel against Hamby, backs his way in, kicks it out to Daughtry. Daughtry pull-up jumper from 15 feet, it's short. And the first offensive rebound for Wabash to Vogel. Vogel in the paint, kicks it out to Holly. Holly on the baseline now against Casper in the double team, loses the handle. Now in the paint, gets it back, and then is fouled on the reach-in, I believe, by Krager. And you're talking about Wabash's team fouls. That's only the second for Manchester.
Yeah, I mean, there's a pretty good foul disparity right now, and both teams are playing really aggressive.
Kelsmeyer's pass is knocked out of bounds by Lester right in front of the Manchester bench. It'll stay with the Wabash Apaches.
I think Daughtry's shooting like 1 for 6, maybe 1 for 7. So
Blair Zimmerman, Kyle McLaughlin, I'm David Musselman here in the championship game of the Oak Hill Sectional.
You know, Mac, you've said several times we're going to see a track meet, and it's starting to look more like a football game out here. Seeing a lot of contact on the floor.
Referees are letting them play.
Hey, I haven't seen any blood yet. Way we used to play in the schoolyard, that's when you saw a foul.
Kelsmeyer air ball saved from going out of bounds by Daughtry, but picked up by Manchester. You know, we went to a 3 official format because it was getting too fast. Kroll down low is good. Kroll through the great pass from Casper and puts it in for 2. To finish that thought, we went to 2 to 3 because it got too fast. It's almost getting too fast for 3 anymore.
Yeah, and ultimately the great equalizer is the whistle.
Daughtry, leaner, nope, foul and Kroll. He'll go to the line to shoot 2.
And that is the right call there. The only problem I have with that call is you haven't given it all night so far. So why now? How does that start now as you attack the rim? You know, so just be consistent. But this should get Daughtry going because he's money from the line.
Creedon Kroll is a 6'3 junior from Manchester as Daughtry hits the first free throw.
And any good scorer will tell you when they're struggling shooting, the way to get yourself going is to get to the charity stripe.
Right. So Eli Vandervelden comes back into the game. Daughtry will have one more for the Apaches. And this lead is back to 3 for Wabash. 6:42 to play in the first half. 18-15 Apaches. Man-to-man defense. Casper is picked up by Holly at the timeline. Works to the right, gets a pick from Krager. Now to the wing, now inside the lane. His jumper no good, off the head of Vandervelden, and now Vogel has it. Vogel will go coast to coast, left-handed layup, no good, too hard. Casper above the rim, grabs the rebound. He brings it up. Casper hesitates, leaner over Vandervelden, no good. Eli with the rebound to Vogel. Vogel to Walter, that is. In the corner to Daughtry for 3. And it's 21-15 for Wabash with under 6 to play in the first half.
That release is lightning quick. I didn't even know if he had time to get rid of the ball.
I didn't think he did either. Hamby will go to the basket, blocked out of bounds by Daughtry. It'll stay with Manchester baseline left as Carter comes back into the game and Casper sits down for the Apache for the Manchester Squires.
There were some hops. Holy moly!
You're not kidding. Baseline left. Lobs it in to Carter. He loses it. Picked up by Holly and Wabash. Holly, right-handed layup, no good. Rebound to Krager. Quickly to Hamby. Manchester running the other way. In the corner to Carter. Fakes it to Hamby, now on the wing. Weston Hamby hesitates, spin move, kicks it out to Carter. Carter runs a baseline against Vandervelden. Layup is short. And now we're going to have a foul down low. We're going to call goaltending. We're going to call goaltending on Wabash. Hand in the net. That's what the official right now is talking to the other two about. Goaltending with the hand in the net as the ball was in the rim. It's going to be a basket. Count it. It's going to be a counted basket because of a goaltend whistled against Wabash.
That's
who are they going to give that to?
That's a call I don't hear a lot.
They gave it to Carter. 21-17. Now, not with a net. Vogel. He can hear Bob Stanbazzi, the voice on WJO2, who referees his entire life, just going off about that call. The shot by Vandervelden, no good. Manchester the rebound. We had dinner with him tonight. Hamby from the free throw line, no good. Offensive rebound. Saved from going out of bounds, but right into the hands of Daughtry. Daughtry's pull-up three over the defense is short, and the rebound to Krager. Krager ahead to Carter. Carter, leaner against Vandervelden, block, gets his own rebound. Kicks it out to Krager. Krager drives it right. Stops, turnaround 10-footer, short. I tell you what, Eli Vanderbilt right now is the difference in this game.
Well, you said it today, but he is dominating underneath, changing the trajectory of all shots and blocking many.
Keeping Wabash completely out of the lane. Walter drives, right-handed layup, good.
8 points off the bench now for Walter.
23-17 Wabash, 4:15 to play in the first half. Blair Zimmerman, Kyle McLaughlin, I'm David Musselman here on RTC TV4. Lester around the defense in the paint, gives him the corner to Parrott. Parrott, spin move, down low, against a double team. The baby hook over Vanderbilt and no good. Rebound to Hamby. Hamby, leaner, blocked. Offensive rebound by Lester, blocked again. Now there is no way Eli Vanderbilt, and now look, we said it last night, we don't have a horse in the race here. We could care less either way. There's no way Eli Vanderbilt touched his wrist or got him with the body.
That was clean, uber clean.
Yeah, this Wabash crowd hated that call.
He's got to have 6 blocks.
At least. Free throw is no good by Lester. He'll have one more.
That is only his first foul.
Kroll, Stout, and Casper back in for Manchester.
You know, one thing I've noticed about the boards tonight, there hasn't been any bobbling around. These guys are getting a hold of that. It's like they got glue on their hands.
Lester misses both, and the rebound to Walter, who gives to Vogel. Vogel, top of the key. He works against Stout in the man-to-man defense. Vogel right side to Daughtry. Daughtry against Carter. Crossover dribble goes right. Gets a pick from Vanderbilt and loses his handle. It's going to be a tie-up. It's going to be a tie-up, and it's going to stay with Wabash. Nope, going to go to Manchester. Argus leads Triton at the end of 3, 34-27. 3:25 to play in the first half here at Oak Hill High School. Wabash leads 23-17. Casper pull-up jumper is off the mark, no good.
I don't know what the drought is for Manchester, but it has to be a few minutes.
Walter for 3 is an air ball. Yeah, you're right. Casper to Carter, left-handed layup is good.
Drought over.
The only way to keep Vanderbilt inactive or out of the lane is to outrun him to the other end. Vogel to Holly. Under 3 to play in the first half, 23-19. Wabash with the lead. Daughtry right side to Walter, who's had 2 big threes in this half. Walter backs it out to the volleyball line and resets for the Apaches. 2:40 to play in the first half. Lob pass to Eli Vandervelden, and he's going to travel. Nope, they're going to have a foul down low on Casper.
So I said travel, he got hit in the nose.
As hard as he's been working on the defensive end, he don't get much offensive touches, so I think you feed the big fella here.
I agree. I totally agree.
He's ready to take this thing over.
He's 6'8". Kroll is 6'3". Daughtry, 3 with a defense in his face is good. If he heats up, look out. 7-point lead right now for the Apaches. Make that Manchester the basketball. Coach Underwood shouting out plays. Casper crosses the timeline, goes to the basket, up and under, good. Baseball pass to Walter on the wing. Walter drives it and throws it to Coach Underwood. Wrong team. Probably been a couple days since Coach Underwood has had a uni on.
Did somebody miss the cut there? Is that what? Because he threw it there. He was expecting somebody to be there.
Well, somebody was there.
Well, rule number 1 when you're passing, never leave your feet. They always tell you that. So he left his feet and he got caught. And unfortunately,
once you're in the air, you got to do something with it.
Yeah.
2:09 to play in the first half. Wabash leads 26-21.
Very important part of this game. 5-point deficit, 2 minutes to go. You can't let Wabash be up 10 at halftime.
Carter for 3, good.
I like that cat off the bench, man.
Well, I do too. Wabash lead is down to 2, under 2 to play in the first half. Daughtry to Walter in the right corner. Works to the wing that is, top of the key to Vogel. Back to Vandervelden. Eli, baby hook in the lane, short. Hamby with the rebound. Hamby goes to our left. Left wing, cross court to Carter. Carter drives, high off the glass. Nope, gets his own rebound and then throws it out of bounds.
he was going to go to the corner for a wide open three for Hamby.
Wide open.
I'm telling you what right now, though, and I don't know the story about why he doesn't start, but regardless, his energy is awesome.
Carter is a sophomore, 6'1". And now we're going to have a foul down low. Is that going to be against Carter with 1:23 to play in the first half?
So him and Hamby are both sophomores. No wonder why that 8th grade team was so good.
Right?
Yeah.
Wabash out of bounds, baseline left. Wabash has only committed 1 team foul. Boehner Belden lob passing to him, and he is fouled by Kroll.
Help me out here. Wabash has committed what?
Wabash has committed.
Oh, yeah, in this, you're right, in this quarter. That's correct. And now we're tied 6-6, so both teams are in the 1-1.
Vogel gets it in to Gribben. Gribben, who hasn't seen much time but starts. Backs it out to Vogel. 1:10 to play in the first half. It's a 2-point lead for Wabash. Been as big as about 7 a couple of minutes ago. Daughtry for 3. In rhythm is good.
Jeez. Ran him off a down screen. He catches and shoots so fast.
Yep. And it's back to a 5-point lead for Wabash. Hamby goes to the basket. Layup no good. The putback is no good. And defensive rebound to Vogel. Vogel loses it from behind. Casper runs the other way with 45. To Hamby. Up and under. No. Rebound to Vogel. Down from Daughtry. Vogel, left-handed layup. Good. And all of a sudden, it's back to 7. 30 seconds to play in the first half. Coach Underwood will look for the final shot of the period. Wabash leads 31-24. Casper, no he won't, will go all the way to the basket. Left-handed layup is good. 31-26, and now Coach Wright will look for the final shot of the period. Daughtry through the center circle. Here comes a double team, trap. Vogel, thought about a 3, pass it up. Cross court to Gribben. Gribben pull-up 15-footer is good with 5, with 4, with 3, with 2, with 1. Casper at the volleyball line, too hard. At halftime, Wabash leads the Manchester Squires by 7, 33-26. You're watching the sectional championship live from Oak Hill on RTC TV4.
This is Oldview. And this is Now You.
5 wears his fire hat and coat in the wind.
Things change. Your insurance should too. Talk to an Indiana Farm Bureau insurance agent. And now you can stop knocking on wood.
This broadcast brought to you in part by these local sponsors. Enjoy the game with an ice-cold Coke. Locally owned and operated since 1907, Coca-Cola Bottling Company of Kokomo proudly supports 28 high schools in north central Indiana. Our starting lineup of brands are sure to keep you hydrated on the sidelines and at home. Coca-Cola Bottling Company of Kokomo. RTC TV4 thanks you for watching tonight's broadcast. Sponsorship and advertising opportunities are available, and free production is included with every sponsorship package. If you are seeing this, then your customers are seeing it too. RTC TV4. See for yourself. Please support the local sponsors who make this production possible.
At Co-Alliance, we understand the importance of community. After all, we've been farmer-owned since the 1920s. And now that we're a part of your community, we want to become your total agronomy solutions provider. Co-Alliance offers the latest in ag technology for your operation. From field scouting and fertilizers to premium seed and precision agriculture, we can help take your operation to the next level. Put the resources of your local cooperative to work. Contact Co-Alliance today.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by these local sponsors. Evans Agency in Rochester, offering farm liability, farm personal property, and farm outbuilding policies, all customized to fit your insurance needs. Let Judy help you protect all of your possessions. Online at evansagencyrochester.com. First Federal Savings Bank is your local mortgage lender with 6 locations throughout north central Indiana. Trust the professionals at First Federal Savings Bank. Online at firstfederalbanking.com. Please support the local businesses that help us bring you this production. This broadcast is brought to you in part by these local sponsors. The lawyers and staff at Peterson, Wagoner & Perkins LLP are here to provide the highest quality legal and professional service to their clients presently and for the future. See a full list of services online at peterson-wagoner.com. Woodlawn Hospital, offering state-of-the-art care for Fulton County for over 100 years. Woodlawn Hospital is the area's healthcare leader. Comprehensive care from head to toe. Online at woodlawnhospital.com. Please support the local businesses that help us bring you this production.
Want to know what I like best about playing basketball for my high school? I like it because it's a place where my friends get to see me play. I like it because I'm playing for someone besides myself. I'm playing for everybody in my school and every person in my community.
Indiana high school sports. They're more than just a game.
Come and see me play.
First Federal Savings Bank has provided mortgage loans for over 50 years.
We're now offering commercial loans to support our local businesses.
We offer business loans for real estate, equipment, lines of credit, and investments. We also offer Simply Free business checking for all your banking needs.
Contact Lindy Breeden, our business lending expert, to take the worry out of your business banking.
And remember, we don't want to be the biggest bank, just the best bank.
At Co-Alliance Propane, we treat our customers like neighbors because, well, that's what we are. When you trust Co-Alliance Propane as your seriously local propane provider, you're trusting a team of professionals who live, work, and watch the game from right across the county, not the country. A team that's close by and seriously dedicated to your safety and providing the best service possible. Find out more about Co-Alliance Propane's seriously local service and how you can get 50 gallons of propane free at coalliancepropane.com.
There's been a lot of talk lately about net neutrality. At RTC, our customers receive the full and open internet and nothing less. We are not the gatekeeper, toll operator, or curator. A free and open internet has been the single biggest driver of innovation over the last generation, and we want that engine of innovation to live on in our customers. If you ever have a question about your internet service, give RTC a call. We are here for you.
4.5, halftime. I guess 4.5 minutes left in the halftime period. Wabash leads the Manchester Squires in the championship game at Oak Hill, 33-26. And before we get to the stats, Mac, we talked a little bit about it off the air here that Eli Vandervelden was the difference in that first half. I'm not sure if he scored anything, maybe 2 or 4 points, but he blocked at least 7 shots and altered 5 or 6 others.
Yeah, the 7-point lead they have, you take him out of the middle, they're a 7-point plus deficit with the second and third chance points that Manchester's getting, and he's altering every single one of those shots.
That's right.
So ultimately, the big man, what is he, 6'8"? That's what they have him listed as?
Yeah, 6'8", yep.
And with a wingspan well over 7 foot.
Right.
Hamby keeps going at him, keeps trying to throw the ball over him. It's not working. Coach Underwood's going to have to tell the Squires, if you go inside, you have to make contact with the body to get the foul called, so we can either get him out of the game or we can change what we're doing, because throwing the ball over him is not going to work.
You know, we also talked in the pregame that whoever won the rebound battle will probably win this game, but not so much right now. You know, Manchester is not killing the offensive boards.
Yeah,
but they can't get any buckets.
They got 11-1. 11 offensive rebounds for the Squires, 1 for Wabash. Overall, Wabash is -9 on the boards, but blocks and altered shots change that statistic quickly. I mean, Daughtry's struggling, 4 of 10, 3 of 6 from downtown. Hamby struggling, 4 of 11, 1 of 2 from downtown.
You know, Wabash has changed their offensive scheme a little bit. They had to, because their point guard at times, 6'5" senior Logan Vandervelden, sat out with 2 fouls.
Yeah, and you take your your ball-dominant player, Daughtry likes to run off screens and they get the ball to him, but your ball-dominant player, now the ball has to go in the supporting cast hands, including Daughtry, but you're still up 7, and that's the idea of having depth. I mean, Manchester's the same way, though. They brought Carter off the bench. He's their second leading scorer. He played more minutes than the starter as Parrott, and Coach Underwood's probably looking at him saying, be ready to check in 30 seconds into the half, because right now he's the energy for them. For Wabash, you know, it's gonna continue to rely on Mr. Daughtry, but however, I will say this: I think they've got to find a way to not only use Elijah Vandervelden on the defensive end, but let's get him on the offensive end. Let's get the ball inside. You use your wingspan, your height, and you should be able to get some good looks.
You know, the time when Manchester had looks inside and got him actually to go from 2 foot in is when they outran Eli Vandervelden down the floor.
Yeah, yes,
you know, maybe if it happens too many more times, maybe if you're Wabash and Paul Wright, you just kind of leak Eli out. You don't have to worry about rebounding on the defensive end. We'll take care of that. You just get back and
yeah, and you don't want to give up any easy buckets to get them going. And if he's underneath, you know, you're not going to. But I really expect Manchester to attack him and get a couple fouls on him and get him in some foul trouble.
You have first half numbers?
I do, yeah. Start with 33 points on the board for the Wabash Apaches, led by Mr. Daughtry with 13 points. Next leading scorer off the bench, Jasper Walter, 8 points. 2 other players, Vogel and Gribben with 4. Logan Vandervelden and Eli Vandervelden with 2 each. For Manchester, trailing by 7, 26 on the scoreboard, led by Mr. Hamby, 10 points. Next leading scorer is Max Carter off the bench with 7. Braden Casper with 6. Camden Lester with 1, and Creedon Kroll with 2. And for both teams, they're in uncharted water in this tournament because neither one's up by 20 plus at halftime, and the starters are going to for sure be playing in the fourth quarter tonight.
Well, you know, you're talking about play time there, Mac, and I'm just still looking at play minutes, and we have 2 Wabash players who've played all 16 minutes in the first half, and nobody from the Manchester bench has done that, and that's 2 to 4 minutes of extra fatigue. How's that going to factor in the second half?
Well, I will say Daughtry did leave last night with some cramps. However, tonight they will have to get a log chain to get him off the floor regardless of what's going on.
Other scores around the area, Covenant Christian leads Pioneer at halftime 31-19. Oh, here we go. Second half underway here at Oak Hill High School. Wabash starts with the ball going now to our left. Logan Vandervelden back in playing with 2 fouls. Daughtry against Lester to Vogel. And then he throws it away to Lester. Lester left side of the floor, hesitates, goes to the basket, good shot, good, and a foul.
That foul's going to be on Daughtry, his second. And Mr. Lester's going to go to the line looking for the old-fashioned three-point play, and that's exactly what they needed. They needed a defensive stop, a bucket, and the bonus is the foul on Manchester, or Wabash's best player.
Now you got to figure that they're going to go right at 22, you'd think. Lester misses the free throw. That's his 3rd straight. Logan Vandervelden rips and runs. Logan Vandervelden outside to Gribben. Gribben slips it, loses the handle, ball loose on the floor. Logan Vandervelden rolling all over the place. No traveling call, and now we're going to have a tie-up, and Manchester going to get it back on the Wabash turnover.
Back-to-back turnovers start the half for Wabash. Manchester can cut it to a 2-point game here.
33-28. 30 seconds into the third quarter, Manchester basketball. Casper runs a point against Vandervelden. Casper, free throw line, kicks it out to Hamby. Hamby in the paint to Casper. 3 left wing for the Squires is short. Rebound to Parrott, and we're going to have a foul down low. Is that going to be whistled against Eli Vandervelden?
That is. That's going to be his second, and that's a cheapie. That's not even earning a good one there. Coach Underwood, if you ask him right now if the half started perfectly, it has.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Bounce pass into Parrott, who hands off to Hamby. Hamby high on the left side to Krager. Krager with the basketball against the man-to-man defense. Now to Hamby in the center circle. West to Hamby against Daughtry playing with 2 fouls now. Goes right, pull-up jumper on the way from the free throw line is short. Lester, reverse layup is no good. Rebound being tipped around. Manchester comes out of there with it and is tied up.
Oh, that's quick. That's a quick,
Man, I tell you
whistle.
what, Lester has got to go to the basket and shoot that, not up and under, just go to the basket.
Yeah. I feel Manchester is scared of contact under the bucket. They need to search it. They need to get to the foul line, but I don't understand that jump ball call there. I don't even think that's quick.
Wasn't it first half, though, that we saw it looked like it should have been a stuff, and they called it a jump ball while he's still trying to transition up for they're quick on those tonight.
Daughtry to Vogel. Vogel picks up his dribble, now to Vandervelden. Logan gets a pick from Eli, works to his left. Back to his right, now back to his left at the free throw line, out to Vogel. Vogel to Daughtry. Daughtry around the defense on the baseline. Jumper on the way, rolls off. Carter with the rebound. Carter rips and runs. Left side to Lester. Lester. Everybody runs away from him. He shoots a 10-footer, no good. Boy, they got lucky. Vanderbilt on the rebound.
What was that?
He's struggling. I mean, just unfortunately can't get that ball to get the lid off the bucket.
Vogel on the wing, 2 minutes into the third quarter, 33-28 Wabash. Vanderbilt into Gribben, 10-footer, good.
And if you remember last night, I said that Gribben, I'd want him shooting free throws. And I think they need to remember that, because anytime he touches the ball, there's...
I have no doubt Coach Underwood has done his homework. Lob pass to Parrott. Parrott backs his way in. Throws up a televised shot. No good. Vogel the rebound.
You got to go straight at him. You can't fall away from him and expect a bailout call.
Eli's in their head now, all of them.
Yep.
Daughtry jump pass to Vandervelden. Eli Vandervelden down to Vogel. Back to Vandervelden. Eli is fouled by Parrott. It'll be out of bounds to Wabash.
Little brother's told the big brother, hey, I got you. You're not done yet, buddy. You're in foul trouble, but I'm going to swat away everything that comes my direction.
Kroll and Casper back in. Krager and Parrott will come out.
And Carter started this half, didn't he?
No.
He didn't?
Came in for Casper.
Gotcha, okay.
5:11 to play in the third quarter. Bounce pass into Eli Vandervelden against Kroll. Throws up a tough shot, no good. Rebound to Manchester. Carter, jump pass ahead to Lester. Lester against Vandervelden through his legs and picked up by Kroll, but down low, Gribben is going to pick up the foul.
That couldn't have been a better pass.
Yeah. So
third foul already on Wabash.
Kroll gets the inbounds pass. Now to Lester. Lester in the corner to Hamby. Quick three, right wing. Good. 35-31. Wabash lead down to 4. 4:50 to play in the third quarter. Vandervelden on the left wing. Logan gets a pick from Eli. Works to the right wing, high on the right side of Vogel. Vogel takes it left. Gribben just inside the three-point line. Good again.
I can't explain it. The shot looks, I don't know.
Yeah.
It didn't even touch the hoop.
Hamby fouled on the basket by Eli Vandervelden. And Weston Hamby will go to the line to shoot two. Eli Vandervelden just picked up foul number 3. And that's going to bring Holly in. Now look out. Now, if you're Manchester, now we're going to the basket.
Yeah.
Now we're going into the paint.
That was a late whistle, though, don't you think?
Yep, almost like a bailout. Hamby's free throw is good. Holly in. Eli Vandervelden comes out with about 7 or 8 blocks. Hamby with one more. I don't think that score's right.
It's not. They didn't add the first free throw.
I think they added it wrong way, though. I think that should be about, I think it should be 36-33 or 37-33. 37-33. Wabash lead in the basketball. Gribben fakes it 3, drives it, loses the handle, in the paint, tied up. Wabash or Manchester basketball. Turnover, Wabash.
A lot of jump balls.
Man, that was a hard ball fake, shot fake. Good heavens. Hamby, spin move, kicks it out to Kroll, 15-footer on the baseline. Nope. Rebound to Gribben. Gribben rips and runs. Middle of the floor. Outside to Daughtry. Daughtry the basketball for Wabash. Argus, the 2019 sectional champs, as they defeat Triton tonight 47-37. Congratulations to the Dragons. Lester all the way to the basket. His shot off the glass is good from 5 feet.
Whole different ball game.
Yep.
6'8's not standing
exactly
under
right.
the bucket.
Wabash lead down to 2. And now we're going to have a Coach Wright timeout. It's 8:30. You're watching the sectional championship live from Oak Hill on RTC TV4.
First Federal Savings Bank has provided mortgage loans for over 50 years.
We're now offering commercial loans to support our local businesses.
We offer business loans for real estate, equipment, lines of credit, and investments. We also offer Simply Free business checking for all your banking needs.
Contact Lindy Breeden, our business lending expert, to take the worry out of your business banking.
And remember, we don't want to be the biggest bank, just the best bank.
.330 to play in the third quarter. Wabash leads 37-30. Eli Vandervelden, who created so much havoc in the paint in the first half, is on the bench right now with 3 fouls. Wabash basketball.
Manchester gets a few more at the rim. I don't know what he's going to do.
You got to bring him back.
I would think so too.
Walter on the wing. Gets a pick from Holly. Works to the left side. Now to Daughtry. 3 left wing. Short. And the rebound knocked out of bounds by Wabash. Oh!
Ooh. We watching the same game he is?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Give me a whistle. I can do it from here.
Now, you said last night you didn't want one of those striped shirts, Mus.
Oh, I didn't. I don't want to. 3 is no good for Daughtry, but Lester's going to pick up the foul on the shot. And Mr. Automatic, Daughtry will go to the line for the hat trick.
And the score will be 40-35.
Yep, you're right.
Never foul a jump shooter.
3:14 to play in the third quarter. Daughtry's first.
I jinxed him.
K.O.D.
Man.
How long has it been since Mr. Daughtry's missed a free throw? Have we seen
it this
Not
week?
in this tournament. Second one's good. We'll have one more.
I Lynn Caspered him all the way. I am so sorry.
You talk about no hitters too, don't you, Mac?
Yes, I do.
Second one is, or third one is good. 39-35. 3:10 to play in the third quarter. Hand-beat across through the center circle against Daughtry. Crossover dribble, takes him to the right. Leaner on the way. Good and foul.
Now who are they calling the foul on? Because that attempted block was all ball.
That's
They're
going to
going to call the body.
Okay.
Yeah, they're going to call the body. It's going to be his first. That is team 5th. Here we go. 3 minutes left in the third. That's their 5th team foul. And Hamby's going to the line, make it a 1-point game.
But again, went to the basket.
Yeah, absolutely.
39-38. Wabash lead down to 1. 3 to play in the third. Vandervelden gets a pick from Holly. Takes it to the right. At the right elbow. To Walter. Nope, that's Vogel. Vogel to the wing. To free throw line. Outside to Vandervelden. Lob pass to Holly with 2:40. Holly against a triple team. In the corner to Walter. Now to Daughtry. Quick catch and shoot. Short. Rebound to Lester.
That ball's going to Hamby, and he's going inside with it.
I don't blame him. Lester goes to the basket. Left-handed layup. Way off the mark. And a rebound to Kroll. Yeah, that's a good call. Good call. It's a little late, but it's a good call.
If I'm Coach Underwood, I'm telling my boys that ball has to go through Hamby, and he has to attack the rim. Unfortunately, Mr. Lester struggled tonight. Love his effort.
That was a pass, guys. That was like corner to corner.
2:13 to play in the third. Wabash clinging to that 1-point lead at 39-38. Vogel around the pick. Works to the wing. Right side to Holly. Holly against Kroll. Oh, Kroll got away with another foul. Left elbow is Holly out to Vandervelden. He backs it out and resets for Wabash. Vandervelden hands off to Holly. Takes it right hard against Casper. Leaner on the way is good.
Logan Vandervelden, the 2 early fouls on him has just completely taken him out of this game. I don't feel like he has any mojo at all to look to score or anything else.
It's interesting because he's going to draw the defensive job on Hamby. This ought to be interesting.
There we go.
100 seconds to play in the third. 3-point lead. And now we're going to have a foul against Logan Vandervelden. That'll be his third.
and that's their team 6. They're going to be in the 1-on-1 the rest of the game.
You got to let that go, Mac.
What's that?
You got to let that call go.
I agree. Yeah, let them play. But the inconsistency has been there. However, the ball in Hamby's hands, that's the potential outcome.
Especially Vanderbilt's guarding him.
Yeah, he can't guard him.
Krager to Kroll. Bounce pass to Lester. Minute 30 to play in the third. 3-point lead for Manchester. Canby, spinner, leaner, good.
That's not fair.
Down to a 1-point lead again for Wabash. Vandervelden up and under is good.
He must have heard me.
He was looking for a foul.
The big guy up top wearing the shorts. I'll show you I can score.
Krager high on the left side to Walter. Make that to Carter. Carter drives in the paint. Leaner on again is no good. It falls off. Vogel the rebound for Wabash. The Apaches run up by 3. And then he loses the ball and picks up the loose ball dribble. The corner to Holly. Vandervelden with 49. Steps back behind the 3-point line. Now the volleyball line and resets for Wabash with 45. Vandervelden. Leaner in the paint. Nope. Hamby with the rebound with 38. Hamby goes coast to coast, gives him the corner to Krager. Krager top to Lester. Lester at the right elbow. Now the left elbow. Now goes to the basket. His shot at the glass is good. 25 seconds.
Those who do not give up succeed in the end.
Daughtry, 3. Nope. Rebound by Daughtry. Put back is good.
Wowzer.
Well, he knew he had to get that because right before this shot, Coach Wright holds up one finger and says 1 shot, and he chucks her with 15. Hamby, nope. Put back by Kroll is good with 2, with 1.
Wow. Shot
at the buzzer, nope. After 3, Wabash leads 45-44. You're watching the sectional championship live from Oak Hill on RTC TV4.
There's been a lot of talk lately about net neutrality. At RTC, our customers receive the full and open internet and nothing less. We are not the gatekeeper, toll operator, or curator. A free and open internet has been the single biggest driver of innovation over the last generation, and we want that engine of innovation to live on in our customers. If you ever have a question about your internet service, give RTC a call. We are here for you.
Going to the fourth quarter at Oak Hill High School, and Mac, you said a mouthful in the break. We were owed this game.
The basketball gods owed us this game after what we sat through last night, what you sat through on Tuesday night. That this is what I was hoping for all day when I'm sitting here thinking about.
I think I gave the points, didn't I?
Yeah. I took 12, you gave 12. And my exact words were, if Muss is giving 12, you bet the house and take 12. But I mean, Mr. Vandervelden's definitely coming back on. I figured, and he doesn't come off till he fouls out. You got to play to win the game. You can't save him for tomorrow or whatever, but at the end of the day, what a great game, back and forth, like a good boxing match. One team throws a right, the next team throws a left. Here we go.
Wabash shorts, fourth and final quarter of the basketball. Daughtry to Eli Vandervelden. Now to Logan Vandervelden. He holds the basketball. Clears out Daughtry. High on the right side of Vogel. Now to Gribben. Logan Vandervelden. Jumper, no. Rebound to Lester. Lester rips and runs for Manchester. Lester go coast to coast. Left-handed layup is no good. The rebound is to Manchester, ahead to Gribben. Gribben has the ball knocked out of bounds. We're going to say Carter's going to pick up the foul.
I disagree with the call.
Manchester had a perfect opportunity there to go ahead.
Man, that ball, Lester has been around the rim all night, attacking the rim all night, and the ball is just doinked and doinked and doinked around the rim.
So Gribben at the line to shoot 2. We've seen this. First one on the way is no good, too hard.
Yeah, I think this is the go-to plan right here.
One more coming for Gribben. Second one, good this time. 46-44. Wabash has not led in this game. Manchester has not led. Casper across the timeline. Works against Logan Vandervelden in the paint. And throws the ball away. Saved from going out of bounds by Wabash. Now the Apaches coming the other way, up by 2. Minute into the 4th. Vogel, I don't believe, has scored tonight, has he? 4 points. That's how quiet they've been. Vogel backs it out. Eli Vandervelden gets a pass on the baseline. Down low to Vogel. Vogel to Gribben. He saves him going out of bounds right to the hands of Casper. Casper picks up the ball and he chucks her out of bounds.
Cheerleaders aren't playing, bud.
I would normally answer you on how many points he has for the night, but by the time you ask yourself the question, you can answer it just as quick by looking at the fancy board.
Hey, look.
I like the fancy board.
No, I do too.
I keep forgetting it's there.
No, I know you do, but there's no reason to answer. I'll let you answer your own questions. I love you, Muss.
I'm not sure why I brought you with me.
I'm not either, but desperate.
Vogel feeds down low to Eli Vandervelden. To Gribben in the paint. Gribben, right-handed spin move, no good. Lester with the rebound. Wabash is begging Manchester to take the lead.
The inconsistency of the foul calls tonight, though.
Charge on Hamby, no call.
Wow. Again, the inconsistency of the calls tonight.
Daughtry, fouled, go to the line, shoot 2.
How? I would want an explanation of how that's called on one end and not the other.
You know, I like the effort down here. You got Logan Vandervelden on the deck. You got Hamby on the deck. I like that you want to help the young man up, but not during play.
No way.
Get to the other end.
And remember, I have no horse in this race.
Yeah.
But I don't understand how you can have a no call and a foul call.
Right. I mean, we about saw a suplex down here under the other side, and then down here.
No words for that.
A suplex, yeah.
Daughtry misses one.
The zone and one, we've got it all.
Hey, look. Now we're switched to wrestling.
Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
There you go. There's a name I haven't heard.
Krager, Wabash by 3. Stout outside to Carter. Carter in the center circle. Works against Logan Vandervelden. In the paint. Step back from the elbow. In and out. No good. Daughtry with the rebound. Daughtry runs for Wabash. Now accelerates. Goes to the basket. Kroll is going to pick up the foul. Daughtry will go to the line to shoot 2. I believe that's Kroll's 4th.
Yep.
Both teams now with 16 fouls. Both will be shooting the 1-and-1.
After the timeout, Manchester will take a 60. You're watching the sectional live on RTC TV4.
RTC cable subscribers. Now you can watch your favorite cable networks wherever you are on your phone, tablet, or computer. Just log on to www.watchtveverywhere.com. Enter your RTC account information and sign up to watch TV everywhere. Live sports, videos on demand, and more, all for free with your RTC cable subscription. Watch TV everywhere. Another great service from RTC.
5:44 to play in the basketball game. Manchester leads 47-44. And after the timeout by Coach Underwood of the Manchester Squires, Wabash will be shooting free throws.
And this game simply comes down to 2 different styles of the game. You have a Wabash team with Elijah Vandervelden and a Wabash team without Elijah Vandervelden. You feel like with him on the floor, I don't feel like Manchester has a chance to get the ball to the rim. They're going to struggle to score points. He comes off the floor, I feel like Manchester has all the momentum in the world. Had 75 chances to take the lead and took advantage of none of them.
75. Daughtry's free throw is good.
I think the ball's still bouncing around the rim.
The lead is back to 4. Parrott comes back into the game and Kroll to come out. Blair Zimmerman, Kyle McLaughlin, I'm David Musselman. Second one is good again.
You can't only jinx that young man once, because after it's over at that point.
Hamby to the basket, fall away, off the window, good. Hangs on the rim. Lead is down to 3.
22 for him.
Hamby, no kidding. Best game of the sectional.
Sophomore.
Yeah. Daughtry. Leaner, tough shot, no good. Put back, no good, but a foul coming on Manchester. I really enjoy watching shooters shoot the ball and then following their shot. It's almost a lost art anymore.
And the Wabash coach, give him credit for telling Daughtry, Quit settling for the outside shot. Take the mid-range jumper, follow your shot, and get to the foul line. I mean, he has 20 points now, and he struggled tonight, and he's had to work for the 20.
Second one for Daughtry is good again.
But he's got to have 10 points from the line.
Absolutely. 5-point lead again for Wabash. 5:10 to play in the game. Hamby goes left, gives in the corner to Carter. Carter gets away with a carry in the paint. 10-footer off the glass is in.
Banks open here in Converse, Indiana at 8:30 at night on Saturday.
3-point lead again for Wabash. They've got the basketball going to our left. Daughtry thinking about a three, just pulls up over Parrott. It's an air ball and out of bounds.
There he is.
Right.
Yep. I get it. I agree 100%. Why take that? You've struggled tonight. Go to the rim. Go to the line.
This is the third game in about 3 or 4 days. Your legs are shot, and you could tell right there on that shot.
Yeah. Well, and last night, though, he was hitting those all night long.
Hamby, pull-up jumper from 10. Nope. Rebound to Hamby. Now to Casper. Casper in the corner to Carter. 3 from the right baseline. No. And Daughtry the rebound, and Hamby picks up the foul.
And that's a killer. You're 90 feet from the bucket. You're sending a 90% plus free throw shooter to the line for what would be called 1-and-1. I'm going to call it 2. Chance to tie is going to be a 5-point game. So
Daughtry at the line to shoot 1 and the bonus for the Apaches. Looking to push this lead back to 5.
Nobody with more than 3 fouls on each team.
First one's good.
You mean on the floor, right, Matt?
Correct.
Okay.
Correct. Yeah, Kroll has 4 on the bench for Manchester, I believe.
Okay. I'll just make sure we were in the same game.
Second one for Daughtry. Good.
I lay claim to all of the really stupid comments tonight. I was making sure you weren't overstepping your bounds.
No, I'm not going there.
Don't make me call my union rep.
4:15 to play in the basketball game. 5-point lead for the Apaches. Squires with the basketball. Casper runs the point against Vogel. High on the left side to Hamby. Hamby against Daughtry. Boy, I thought he really wanted to take him. It just looked like it. Lob pass to Parrott in the lane. Outside to Casper. Under 4 to play in the game. Casper in the right block. Out to Hamby. 3, right baseline. No good. And the rebound to Gribben, who hands off to Daughtry. Daughtry accelerates around the defense. Goes to the basket. Fouled by Lester. He'll have 2.
And that's what Coach Wright's been asking for right there. Just do that. Put the officials in position to make a call. Make them make a call.
He has single-handedly said, men, just jump on, I'll carry us.
Yeah.
Daughtry with 1 of the bonus. First, or 2, I beg your pardon, 2 on the shot. First one short. Fatigue factor beginning to set in for both teams.
I'm blaming every free throw miss for this young man.
On Mac?
On Mac.
Manchester will use a 60-second timeout. They're up by 6 at 54-48. Back with the final 3 minutes after this on RTC TV4.
At Co-Alliance, we understand the importance of community. After all, we've been farmer-owned since the 1920s. And now that we're a part of your community, we want to become your total agronomy solutions provider. Co-Alliance offers the latest in ag technology for your operation. From field scouting and fertilizers to premium seed and precision agriculture, we can help take your operation to the next level. Put the resources of your local cooperative to work. Contact Co-Alliance today. At Co-Alliance Propane, we treat our customers like neighbors because, well, that's what we are. When you trust Co-Alliance Propane as your seriously local propane provider, you're trusting a team of professionals who live, work, and watch the game from right across the county, not the country. A team that's close by and seriously dedicated to your safety and providing the best service possible. Find out more about Co-Alliance Propane's seriously local service and how you can get 50 gallons of propane free at coalliancepropane.com.
3:42 to play in the game. Manchester up by 6. It's 54-48. It'll be Manchester basketball out of bounds going the length of the floor. Blair Zimmerman, Kyle McLaughlin, I'm David Musselman here in the championship game of the Oak Hill Sectional. Been a dandy. Hamby Outside to Casper. 3 over Vogel. Nope. Oh, my good heavens. We're going to have a foul? Are we going to call out of bounds? We're going to call a foul on Kroll. How do you call a foul on either team there? The ball is loose. You got 16 players laying on the floor, and Kroll just fouls out. How do you call that?
That's...
I can't understand that call either.
Coach is down there going, what are you doing?
That was awful.
Yeah.
This is when coaches start folding up chairs and throwing them, because
that's a play on. That's a ball. Who's it off of? It goes out of bounds. Who's it off of? That's not a good call. Logan Vandervelden walks to the other end to shoot 2. That is not a good call. Vandervelden to the line for 2 for the Apaches. They lead by 6. First one for the seniors, short. So Creed and Kroll just fouled out. Vandervelden with 1 more. Second one is good. 7-point lead for the Squires. It's been a long time, Max, since Manchester has scored. Hamby. Oh.
That's called a makeup call.
And they're calling
it's like the price of admission is to watch them referee.
Yep. They forget that game's not about them.
Oh, my goodness.
Nobody's coming to see who they are.
That's Daughtry's 3rd.
Hamby with 1 in the bonus. First one is good. I'm going to get kicked out this year, Mac.
They can't hear us up here.
Okay.
Not in the basketball game, I'm saying. Second one for Hamby.
I got you.
Just don't give me any FCC violations,
They don't wear stripes. You're good. Just light blue jerseys.
55-50. Wabash by 5 with 3:10 to play in the basketball game. And Coach Wright is going to look to run some clock. Here comes the jump out of the man-to-man. Daughtry is fouled by Hamby. You know, they call that. Daughtry, there was so much contact. Daughtry just about runs away from the contact. Then the foul's called. Down here, Daughtry barely touches Hamby, and it's bang, whistled. I don't have a horse in the race, right?
No.
Daughtry's first one's good.
There's also a reason why some guys don't advance beyond sectional.
I would say we're seeing them. Second one for the junior. Short. Carter with the rebound to Hamby. 6-point lead for Wabash. Hamby.
Oh. What? I saw some contact there, and I was getting ready to say, well, why are they not going to call that contact with someone? But again, the consistency of the calls tonight has just not been there.
You know, there has been several calls tonight that have been really late.
That was very late.
Almost like bailout calls.
Yeah.
Hamby at the line for 2. First one's good.
Hamby's having himself a game. Now Daughtry's got 26. Hamby's now got 25. He's got 24. 24.
I think it's safe to still call it 25.
Hamby with the second one. Good again. Timeout, Coach Underwood. It's a 30. You're watching Sectional Championship live from Oak Hill on RTC TV4.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by these local sponsors.
Brocky Insurance offers personalized coverage options for all of your insurance needs. You can trust your policy through Erie Insurance has been customized specifically for you, your assets, and your budget. Online at brockyinsurance.com. Stay connected with the fastest internet speeds available with RTC Fiber Communications. Voice, data, and video connectivity for the 21st century. Local service, local support, local investment. Online at rtc1.com.
Please support the local businesses that help us bring you this production.
.254 to play in the game. 56-52 Manchester. Wabash. Manchester in a full court press. Daughtry brings it up before and breaks the press easily. Loses the handle, ball loose, gets it back. Outside to Gribben. near side of Vandervelden. To Walter for three. No. And Eli Vandervelden just commits a foul over the back. Lester will walk to the other end to shoot one in the bonus.
Wow. And speaking of Vandervelden, I just saw that last foul before the break put Logan in some pretty serious trouble there. And then this one puts Eli in trouble.
That last one was on Logan Vandervelden?
They put it down on number 12. Yes, sir.
Well, Eli now has 4.
Nah, you got to leave him in.
Oh, absolutely.
2:40 to play in the game. The reason why Wabash climbed back, or Manchester climbed back into this, is because he was on the bench.
Yeah.
You got to leave him. So Lester for one of the bonus. In and out, no good.
Oh.
And Hamby, just about steals the rebound. It'll stay with Wabash. Logan Vandervelden back into the game. Cribben comes out. 2:38 to play in the basketball game. Wabash leads 56-52 against the double team. Logan Vandervelden loses the handle. Hamby has it. Now to Lester. Turnaround jumper to the paint is short. Rebound to Vogel. Walter, Lehner, good. 2:20. I think it's been since like 1947 since Wabash has won a sectional. Other end layup is good. 2:10 to play in the game. 4-point lead for Wabash. Daughtry across the timeline. In the paint. Going to be called for a carry.
Oh!
Carry?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's the right call, but they haven't called it all night. Normally those officials set the tone right away with an early one.
2:05 to play in the game. Wabash by 4, Manchester basketball.
Number of whistles here in this fourth quarter. I'm starting to wonder if these officials aren't here being paid hourly.
Paid by the whistle.
Ooh.
Hamby, top of the key, takes 3 in the paint. Lehner with the left hand, nope. Daughtry then is fouled by Hamby, and Daughtry will go to the line to shoot 2. How many is, that's Hamby's third?
And I think all 3 of his fouls have been 90 feet plus from the basket.
The last 2 have, you're right. Man, you're that close with Eli Vandervelden on the pine. You got to make that.
Yep.
Minute 57 to play in the game. Wabash by 4. Daughtry at the line to shoot 2 for the Apaches. Blair Zimmerman, Kyle McLaughlin. I'm David Musselman here on RTC TV4. First one is good for the junior. That's right, junior. Daughtry with one more. Good again. Pushes this lead to 6. 60-54. Hamby goes to the basket. Lehner over Daughtry's good. Wow. Minute 45. Daughtry the rebound. Loses the basketball. Carter then is called for a travel.
Yep, good call.
This Wabash crowd sure liked it.
That's a good call.
Wabash will take a 60-second timeout. You're watching the sectional live from Oak Hill on RTC TV4.
Got that new home edition and you're keeping it covered.
Ooh, coverages now. I can help with this. Got zone coverage, man coverage, combo coverages.
I don't know, Peyton. I think more like the coverage your nationwide agent offers.
Oh, you want to go there? Home, auto, life, business, farm, boat, RV, ATV, camper, pet, motorcycle, your tour bus. Right. Did I mention farm?
Contact Jennings Insurance Agency today or visit one of our offices in Argus and Rochester.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by these local sponsors.
Enyards True Value and Rental is your local one-stop shop for all of your home improvement and party rental needs. Let our friendly and knowledgeable staff help you with your next project or event. Enyards True Value and Rental of Rochester. Stay connected with the fastest internet speeds available with RTC Fiber Communications. Voice, data, and video connectivity for the 21st century. Local service, local support, local investment. Online at rtc1.com.
Please support the local businesses that help us bring you this production.
Minute 25 to play in the game. It's a 2-possession game for Manchester. Vogel, Lehner, good, no good, in and out, gets his own rebound though, and then is going to be tied up. Whose ball is it? Manchester ball? It will be Manchester ball. Wabash leads 60-56 with a minute 14 to play in the game. Eli Vandervelden comes back in.
Smart defense for offense here, probably. However, that ball was all the way in. I think even touched the net and popped out.
Yeah, I agree.
Well, and then he also took a hatchet on the way up for that basket that didn't get called.
Hamby to bring it up. Manchester down by 4. Hamby on the wing. A minute 5. Hamby, top of the key. Picks up his dribble, out to Casper with a minute. Manchester down by 4. Casper kicks it out to Carter, now to Hamby. Fakes a 3, drives, travels.
Good call.
Good call on that.
Wabash really picked up the defense there. 4-point game, 50 seconds to go.
Eli Vandervelden up the court, loses out of bounds. They're going to say last touch by Manchester.
Ooh. The Manchester fans are on their feet, not happy about that.
Wabash basketball. Vogel gets it in with 45. Oh! How in the name of reason do you call that?
No!
So you can shuffle your feet and still draw the charge? Is that how that works now?
Coach Underwood will use his final timeout at the 30. We'll keep it here.
I have no comment. I give up. For goodness sakes. That boy needs to go straight to Hollywood. No stopping.
42 seconds to play in the game. Wabash leads 60-56.
Hey, which ref called that? Because I think I can
this
get
right here in the center circle.
Okay, so I'm going to offer him the pink slip of that 2003 Mini Cooper that I'm driving. I think it's still worth about $30K, isn't it? Because he's buying everything tonight.
Come on.
42 seconds to play in regulation. Wabash by 4. It'll be Manchester basketball. And Mac, you and I kind of talked in the break, that last commercial. Manchester's been right there. They just can't buy a bucket down low.
Yeah, it's just something about getting over that proverbial hump, as they call it, and they just can't get there.
Both teams in the double bonus, and I believe Wabash has a possession arrow. 40 seconds. Hamby, got to get her call across the timeline, does to Lester. Lester, back to Hamby. Hamby around the defense, down low to Casper. His layup no good, but a foul coming on Manchester. Which Vandervelden's got going to be on, 12 or 34?
Well, one of them's gone. One's got to check out.
Eli Vandervelden just got whistled for his 5th foul. 30.8 seconds to play in the game.
It's on Logan.
Oh, they called 34. No. He called 34.
Yeah, they're calling it on Eli.
Okay, they're changing it. They had on the board Logan. Well, one of the Vanderveldens are going to have a seat. The big one.
I know Daughtry's got a ton of rebound or a ton of points tonight. If Wabash wins this game, I'm giving him the MVP.
Absolutely.
At the line is Casper. 4-2. First one's too hard. He's got to make this one.
The foul shooting we've seen in this tournament's been exceptional, and tonight it's been a complete different story.
Second one, good this time.
You got to think it's the fatigue of this week, though, that's set in by this point.
Daughtry, Kelschmeyer, and now we're going to have a foul immediately. Where's Gribben? Foul Gribben.
Yeah, they fouled Kelschmeyer, but I think 11's got to be your target.
I would agree with that. 24.9 to play in the game. It's a one-possession lead for Wabash.
Double bonus.
Kelschmeyer to the line for 2. First one too hard.
You know, for right now, for both teams, every point counts. And
sure, yeah.
Second one for Kelschmeyer. Good. Back to a 4-point lead. Hamby, 3 straight away, short, rebound. Casper, outside to Carter. Carter down low to Casper with 15. Out to Hamby with 12.
Oh,
3 on the way, good!
They left.
They had no timeouts.
Wide open.
And now Daughtry was fouled with 7.2. It's a 1-point game in favor of Wabash. Even if he hits both of these, Manchester could steal tie with 7.2 to play.
Never get that far. You'll foul him.
Well,
the rule of 4 seconds, and my rule, 4 seconds. If he hits both of these, let him dribble it up and foul.
Casper picks up his 4th foul. Daughtry at the line to shoot 2 for the Apaches.
But how many times tonight has the ball game been within 1 point like this?
Covenant Christian defeats Pioneer on a buzzer beater, 64-62 to win that sectional championship. Wow. Daughtry hits 1. It's 62-60. One more coming for the junior. Good again. 63-60. Hamby runs with 5, with 4, long 3, short, rebound Manchester at the buzzer for the tie. No good.
So Wabash wins.
Wabash wins the sectional championship, 63-60. Post-game show coming up next on RTC TV4.
This broadcast brought to you in part by these local sponsors. Nutrien Ag Solutions is the world's largest ag input retailer, offering all of your crop input needs. Stop by our location just east of downtown Fulton or give us a call anytime. Online at nutrienagsolutions.com. Enjoy the game with an ice-cold Coke. Locally owned and operated since 1907, Coca-Cola Bottling Company of Kokomo proudly supports 28 high schools in north central Indiana. Our starting lineup of brands are sure to keep you hydrated on the sidelines and at home. Coca-Cola Bottling Company of Kokomo. Please support our local sponsors. Smith Farm Stores has everything you need for your home and your farm, both inside and out. We are your local Steel, Skag, and Simplicity dealer, offering a full-service center with a certified technician on site. Smith Farm Stores offers a wide variety of household appliances, including top-brand refrigerators, washing machines, and dryers. We are also a full-service paint center, offering on-site color matching and more. Stop by today or check us out online. Smith Farm Stores, everything you need and more.
This is Old You. And this is Now You.
Clive wears his fire hat and coat in the rain.
Things change. Your insurance should too. Talk to an Indiana Farm Bureau insurance agent. And now you can stop knocking on wood. This is Old You. And this is Now You. Things change. Your insurance should too. Talk to an Indiana Farm Bureau insurance agent. And now you can stop knocking on wood.
I don't think of this as a high school weight room. It's more like a high school classroom. I'm learning how to manage my time here. I'm learning that it's important to have goals and that it takes persistence and commitment to reach them. And I'm learning that the best way to lead is by example.
Indiana High School Sports. They're more than just a game.
Come and see me play.
Back at Oak Hill High School, again, the final tonight in the sectional championship goes to the Wabash Apaches over the Manchester Squires, 63-60. And a lot of talking points, I guess, here to start with. You can start with Wabash, and Daughtry was unbelievable tonight. He did everything that a star athlete is supposed to do. He carried the kids, and, you know, we talked that if Wabash would win this, at least I talked, that my MVP nomination would go to Eli Vandervelden for everything that he did in the paint. He affected everything in the lane all the time he's in the game. When he came out, that's where Wabash Manchester made their push to come back. On the other side of that, Manchester had their opportunities 5 foot in to take the lead and hold on to the lead.
I agree with the evaluation of him as the MVP. I agree with Mr. Daughtry. Back in the pickup up to the door saying, boys, hop in, I'm going to carry you. Fantastic basketball game both ways. And,
we talked to Coach Underwood on the way in.
You see the little boy down there. I think the shirts are for him.
Yeah, I can see.
And if that's the case,
good for them.
Awesome. But yeah, I just ultimately think at the end of the day, the same team played each other tonight. Who was going to get a break here or there? The only difference between these two teams, one has a 6'8" guy that can erase balls at the rim, the other don't, and that's where we're at. I think Wabash can absolutely, learn from this close game as well, because they've been in 2 major blowouts, and you're not going to get those going forward. But tight games like this, you refer back to, you say, okay, how do you win a close game? You attack, you get to the rim, you get to the foul line, you get some stops.
You get to the foul line and make your free throws. Manchester got to the foul line as well, but they're late. Boy, I think their legs gave out.
And they didn't. I'm waiting on the final stats to roll in. I do not have them yet, but I'm interested. Oh, do I have them?
Yeah.
Oh, I do have them. Man, the tech guy here around here is awesome.
But I don't do these.
I'll tell you right now, Manchester from the foul line, it says 10 of 16. And that might be, but they the short end of the 1-and-1s, at least 4 or 5 of those.
Yeah.
Wabash was 20 of 26 from the foul line.
That's a difference maker.
That's,
I mean, wow.
10 points. So they won by 3. That's 10 points. Hamby had 31 tonight. Daughtry with 30. That's 61 of the 123 scored tonight. I mean, it just, and I think, they're going to be battling all next year in the conference as well. But, yeah, Wabash is going to feed into a tough regional. They're going to play, most likely, we said Frankton. They were playing Wapahani tonight.
Which will probably win the regional.
And, yeah, I mean, it's going to be, well, you got to remember, the state championship winner came out of this sectional last year as well.
That's exactly right. Again, the final here in the sectional championship, Wabash over Manchester, 63-60. Blair, thanks for letting us jump in here this week.
Well, hey, I appreciate you guys letting me plug my headset in on your box and say some stupid things. And
Mac, our basketball season is over.
Yeah, I came out of retirement for this, and I'm back into retirement. Bradley can have his seat back when he's done soaking up the sun.
For Blair Zimmerman, Kyle McLaughlin, I'm David Musselman. We'll talk to you later. See ya.